Hey y'all!
Welcome back to Y'all Hearing This. My name is Kay. Thank you so much for coming back and joining us.
Yes, and my name is Honeybee, or you can call me B, and whichever you choose is all right with who?
Us.
Period!
That's right. We are here on a Wednesday where we do a deeper dive, well, more like a toe dip into the into a certain group.
Test the water.
Exactly. Yeah, we talk about an artist or a group. We do a little bit of a, like I said, look-see into them. Watch a couple MVs, we watch a dance practice live, and then do a podcast where we talk all about it.
Yes, we do.
We watched a guide this week that I think was really great and very informative.
It was really good.
Yeah, it gave a lot of information, not just about the different members, which we always love, of course, but did do a little group kind of overview too, and gave a little snippet of like different songs of theirs and stuff like that. So that was really cool. What was like your big takeaway from the guide? What members did you like? What kind of new things? I
definitely liked them all. It was interesting. What I really liked, first of all, let me say what I liked about this guide was, number one, I really liked how they talked about all their albums, like when they came out and whatnot. And you can actually see the evolution of their sound.
Yes.
Where it's like, at the core, it's still that like, and even the person that created the guide, shout out to you, because that was a dope guide, like made it very clear that like a lot of people look at them as bubblegum pop, which is the first thing I thought was like, oh, it's very bubblegummy.
Me too.
But they made a really good point where it's like, it's not necessarily the bubblegum aspect. It's just they have a very like poppy, like just, I don't know how to describe it other than bubblegum, but it's like, what they really made a point of to say is like, if you really listen to it, it's not necessarily bubblegum. It's just, that's their sound and their vibe. But then when you listen to the lyrics or the things that they talk about, it's like, it's a little bit deeper. It's not just like, because when you think of bubblegum pop, in my opinion, I feel like people think that there's no substance to it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. It's a sugary snack.
Yeah. Like very like... You know what I mean? And done. Whereas this, like, I could see, and clearly look at their career. You know what I mean?
Oh, I think it was 2015.
2015, I think so. And I think that's so that was like my biggest takeaway was like, it's dope to see the evolution of their sound and how they kept it their own. Yeah. And like, regardless of what people thought, it was like, we might sound very poppy or very light, but whatever you want to call it. But, they made it their own. So that's what I loved. But who really took it from me was Sung-hee.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That voice.
Yeah, she is amazing.
Yeah. And she just be blowing effortlessly. Like she very much reminded me of when you watch Ariana Grande perform. Like, Ariana Grande just hits these ridiculous notes and it looks so effortless. She doesn't look like she's straining in the face. She doesn't look like she's it
it's
just
like
comes
opens her
out.
Mouth and that's what happens.
Yes. And like the power comes out, and that's what was happening with, and I was like, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't even get the full sentence.
Right. Like, I was
word
like,
out. Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh. And what I also thought was really dope was the fact that they all are just, again, going back to when you first hear them, you think of that bubblegum poppy type of situation, but they are all hilarious.
Yes, they are.
Hilarious. And like, you would think hearing that type of music, for me, I automatically think of like, pristine and like very like
girly girls.
Yes, like oh no, I'm not gonna do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like complete opposite. Yeah. So that was my takeaway. I was like, this is dope. But what was yours? What did you take away? Who was your biases and all that? Biases.
Yeah. I really liked the guide, like I was saying, for the fact that it gave us so much information about like the group itself too. To go to your point about the bubblegum pop, what I think is really cool about K-pop in general is that they have like a crazy rapper in this group.
Yes. Yes.
Who in the world is like, here's this sound, let's add a rapper, and like a great rapper too, you know?
Threw me off.
Yeah, but it somehow magically freaking works. And it lends them something more than that just straight bubblegum sound. Do you know what I mean? Obviously in different ways too. And they definitely have more songs that we heard that were more poppy, and we have ones that had a little bit more,
like the one from the dance practice.
Yeah, had a little bit more of an edge to it, kind of thing. And so I'm definitely interested in hearing that. And I think that's so cool that the same group can release like this, like song, and you know, Aegyo kind of, you know, and then also have like a rapper like that. It's just really cool. I really like that mix. I love a good juxtaposition.
It's very eclectic.
Like
Eclectic.
Yeah. That's okay. Well, how were you saying it?
Oh no, I was saying cathartic.
Cathartic. That's right. That's right. We'll get it. The icks and the jicks and all that. Yeah.
The icks and the jicks.
The icks and the jicks.
And the icks and the jicks.
That's right. Oh my goodness. But yeah, for members, I really like the leader, Hyojung. She just, they're, like I was saying, the reason why I picked them to begin with was from Queendom.
Yes.
They just totally, that show in general totally took my expectations and went, because you know me. Yeah. You know me.
Yes.
You know just my kind of aversion to that bubblegum pop. You know, it's just not my thing.
Yes.
And the show totally changed my opinion.
Well, also too, like that show, is it safe to say that show is a catalyst for you to being more into girl groups?
Yeah.
Okay. Because prior to that, like, it's not that you didn't like girl groups, it's just that you were more into the guy groups.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
And so I think that's dope that that show did that for you.
Yeah.
And also, was she the one that did the Michael Jackson?
No, that's Yua.
Oh, listen.
Yeah. No, she's the dancer. So no, Hyojung was the first one that went. She's also a vocalist.
Yes. Okay.
She's the one who did On My Own.
Yes.
So
plays piano too, I believe.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
And the one who did the Aegyo songs.
Yes.
And stuff. Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah, exactly. Yum. I promise that will be the last time I ever do Aegyo on this channel, because I'm sure it was frightening. I scared the children. Bring them back in the room. It's okay. I'm stopping right now.
Not scared the children.
That's right. But there's something about her vibe, because the way that she leads them is kind of this, she's a good leader, but it's almost like a very relaxed kind of vibe with her too, from what I saw anyway. So I thought that was really cool. And yeah, she just really impressed me. She's one of the main reasons I like kind of turned my opinion around for sure. And I think they did an amazing job on Queendom. They were second, so. But yeah, her and I love my purple hair Mimi.
Oh my God, I'm
stealing that hair color. I just had my hair done recently.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be for a bit. But I am stealing that hair color, because that is so gorgeous.
When it starts getting closer, we're going to start washing your hair with some Dawn Dish soap. Little secret out there.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
We're going to get that color out. And that lavender.
Oh, it was so pretty.
I want to call it Lavender Dream.
Yeah. It was
so
almost
dreamy.
It was like an Easter egg.
Oh, it was.
I want that.
Cadbury egg purple.
Yes. Come up with their own names for it.
Yeah.
Mimi purple. We'll call it.
Mimi purple.
Mimi purple, because that was.
It was absolutely good. It's kind of the color of your headphones a little bit.
Well, yeah, but like lighter. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's so gorgeous.
That was so.
Because I've done purple before, but it's been like a darker purple.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm interested
that was
in doing
gorgeous.
That. But yeah, Yua too. We were talking about her as the dancer. I mean, they all, and Binny was so funny too.
They were all just so talented.
I know, they really, really are. I I don't know that I can pick a bias. This is the issue with all of these groups.
Yes.
You grow to love them so much, and then you're like, how? I can't.
How do you? Yeah.
I can't. I have like 3 biases at
They
least
all
in
bring
like every
something.
group. Yeah.
Every single one of them brings something to the table.
Yeah, and that's what I think is so cool about K-pop. Not to drive this point home more, but like just that mix together.
Yes.
It just shouldn't work at all, and yet it does.
And it does.
And it sounds amazing, you know?
It's crazy.
Every time. It doesn't matter, like, what concept. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I just really, really like it.
Yeah. I thought they were really, really dope. I thought the guide also really, it really showcased not just their personalities, but like, their bond with each other.
Yeah.
Like, I can honestly say, like, there have been times when we've covered groups and I'll watch their guides and stuff like that. And you could just look at them and obviously, clearly, you don't know what happens behind closed doors.
Of course.
But, like, you look at them and you're just kind of like, I bet you that one be making some. Like, I bet you they be like beefing.
Yeah,
like, they be butting heads. Like, because that
Yeah.
one seems very strong willed. And
Yeah.
that one seems very, like, where it's like, yeah, they blend as a group, but you could tell where like some people personalities might just not hit.
Yeah.
And I feel like with this group, I can't explain it. And maybe that's why I look at it as bubblegum when in reality it's just because there's no, like, it's all purity. Like, it's just pure love, pure talent. Like, there's no ill nothing with them.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing.
That's exactly what I get from Hyun Jung, the leader.
Yes.
You know, and I
Yes.
think that really sets the tone for a group.
Yes.
Yeah, the leader really sets the tone for a group. Whether it's going to be more of a fun vibe, whether it's, you know, and not saying the leader can't also like take control and like you make sure stuff gets done, because of course they do that too. But there's a like when you see them with the members and get that vibe. Again, I keep going back to Queendom. You guys, if you have not seen that show, I can't recommend it enough. Seriously.
Yeah.
It just really was so nice to see that bond on there too. And them working through all the different performances and coming up with ideas and stuff like that. So
I feel that.
yeah.
It made, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
It made me choosing a Bee's Nectar of the Week very, very hard.
I don't know where you're going with this.
I definitely left the US.
Okay. All right.
Oh no, actually, okay, let me remix. Okay.
Let's
give
Let's start here. B, why don't you explain to us what Bee's Nectar of the Week is?
Well, since you asked, Bee's Nectar of the Week.
Exactly.
Right. No, Bee's Nectar of the Week is every week, as you know, we feature an artist or a group, and we talk about all their K-pop awesomeness in the world of K-pop music. And because this is a podcast about showing you guys all different types of music and really getting you into the groove of just expanding your musical horizons.
That's right.
I like to do this Bee's Nectar of the Week where I will talk about a group or an artist that goes in relation to the artist that we're featuring that week. And it's just an artist that would be outside of the K-pop world. So, and we started off with giving Kay some hints. Usually Kay has an idea right off the grip, but it's getting harder and harder.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
So, yeah, it's just, and I will say I originally went out of our country.
Okay.
So went out of the US for this one.
Okay.
But then I was like, ooh, I'm going to have to come back. And the hint that I will give you.
Okay. Is it a group or a solo?
It is a group.
Okay.
So number 1, it's a group.
Okay.
Number 2,
time frame era?
it is from the 2000s.
Okay. All right.
So that's number 2. And number 3, I may have talked about them before on this podcast.
On this podcast?
Not this one today, but just
in
like
general.
In general.
Okay, interesting. So 2000s girl group.
That kind of leaves it vague. I will say, You could say
I could say
that this is their own version of a subgroup or subunit.
their own version of a subunit. Okay. Yeah.
Because you don't have that too often in the US. So.
Yeah. I know. I'm trying to think.
And just think about
our own version of a subunit. So the group you're talking about is the subunit of a different group?
yes.
Okay.
And the other group is no longer.
Okay. All right. Huh. I truly have no idea. I truly have no
Because I was
clue.
like, the only other hint that I could give you would give it away.
Gotcha. Okay. Give it to me just to see.
So, you know what? I will. All right. So, I'm going to give you the last hint.
Uh-huh.
Disney.
The Cheetah Girls?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, that's right, because we were talking about the other group, though.
3LW.
3LW.
Yes.
See, I should have gotten that.
And that's how I was like, I don't want to say
Yeah.
Ooh, so, just the reason I picked the Cheetah Girls is because the Cheetah Girls won.
I've never heard any of their music, so yeah.
No, listen. And you know what's funny? I've never seen the Cheetah Girl movies.
Okay.
Which those movies actually made history for like the most. So we'll get into it. But like, I haven't really listened to their music at all.
Okay.
But the couple of songs that I do remember hearing, and also I remember how big they were, and I remember the aesthetic of the group.
Yeah. Okay.
And the aesthetic of the group, hardcore fits. Like it for me, it fits.
Oh my girl.
Oh my girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just, I don't know. I went back to them because also too, the Cheetah Girls used to get a lot of ish for saying that their music sounded kind of bubblegum with like an urban twist.
Okay.
But when you actually listen to it, it was just one of those things where it's not necessarily that they were bubblegum. It was just that was their aesthetic, was just high, uplifting, just those type of poppy sounds, but they had a big urban twist into it.
Gotcha.
And so that's why I picked them.
Nice.
So
I can see it, and I can see with the aesthetic too. Like, I guess the idea of blending different types of voices and like I don't think any of the Cheetah Girls were rappers, but that sort of idea. I can see that. See that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give you guys a little short, brief bio about them.
Nice.
So let's go on over.
Come on over.
Right.
I don't know.
That would have been dope.
Yeah.
I should pick Cassandra.
Oh, that's right. You haven't yet.
You never know.
That's right.
The Cheetah Girls is an American group which consists of 2 studio albums, 15 singles, and 3 soundtrack albums.
Okay. Were there 3 movies?
Yes.
Wow.
There are.
Okay.
Which I actually thought there was only 2, but
yeah, me too.
I guess the 3rd movie was released in okay. All right, so
sorry, apparently we're gonna get there.
Right, we're gonna get there. They released their first soundtrack, the Cheetah Girls album, in August of 2003, which reached number 33 on the Billboard Top 200 albums chart, and it was certified double platinum for selling 2 million copies. Following the release of that film and soundtrack, the girls decided to form a group of the same name.
Oh.
So it started out as just a movie
Gotcha.
with the girls, but then because of how successful it became,
they decided to form.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So on October 11th of 2005, they released their Christmas album, Cheetah-licious Christmas.
Oh.
Wait, Cheetah-licious. I'm sorry, that just threw me off.
I know. I was not expecting Cheetah-licious.
Think of like New Kids on the Block Christmas album.
I
like
know, I was not expecting Cheetah-licious.
Sounds like a Cheetos commercial.
I know, it really does.
So, however, the original member Raven Simone decided not to join the group in order to pursue her solo career. So after the girls' second movie premiered in 2006, they released the soundtrack to the second album, Cheetah Girls 2. Then the band released their second album as a group called TCG in September of 2007 after signing a deal with Hollywood Records. That album ended up charting at number 44 in the US. And then their third and final soundtrack album, The Cheetah Girls One World, came out in August of 2008. So the albums themselves, the Cheetah-licious Christmas album and the TCG album, did not do as good as the soundtracks, but combined, they sold 500,000 copies of those two albums combined.
Oh, wow.
They also released a live album, which did not do well in the US. But again, because they're part of the Disney franchise, it definitely got like played everywhere.
Nice.
So the like songs that they were most known for was a song called Cinderella, which came out in 2003. And then they also got famous, or the songs that went famous really, went high on the charts was The Party's Just Begun and Strut. And the last charting single they had was called Fuego. So definitely listen to Cinderella, The Party's Just Begun, Strut, and Fuego.
Nice.
And then the girls eventually completely broke up. Specifically, Adrienne, I always say her last name wrong, Bailon. She became a host on the show The Talk. And that was with Tamar Braxton.
That's right. We were talking about that for 3LW.
Yeah. So, you know, that's the Cheetah Girls. Definitely check them out because, again, their sound is definitely like poppy and urban, but again, the aesthetic, the girl group aesthetic and what they represented, and especially being a part of Disney, they definitely had more of, I don't want to say a clean cut.
Yeah.
It was just more like put together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then their personalities is what separated them from touching that bubblegum pop category.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I do remember a bit, you know, just seeing like posters and things like that, but yeah, I've never heard them or seen the movies or anything like that. So yeah, I don't know.
Very interesting, though, right?
Yeah. No, I can see like the parallels. You know, without hearing their music, I can see the parallels.
Yeah, it was an interesting time to. I feel like around that time was like 2007. Well, I would say between 2004 and. I don't know if you agree with this, but between, let's say, 2001 and 2000, I would say about 9.
Okay.
Between those years, I feel like was the last time we saw an emergence of that type of group. Like, I feel like, for me, I haven't seen any, like...
That was definitely like the Disney pipeline years.
Yes.
For sure.
If that makes sense. Like, I feel like Disney was running, like, especially with Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
You had the Cheetah Girls.
Yeah. Then you had Selena Gomez from The Waverly Place.
Yes.
And then who else?
Debbie Lovato. Camp Rock.
Yeah. Lizzie McGuire, too.
Lizzie McGuire.
Right?
Oh, my God. Not Hannah Montana. What was her name?
Yeah, I know. She's on...
oh my God, she was married to the dude from Good Charlotte.
Yeah.
Oh, they have a kid together. Oh my God.
No.
Wasn't she?
No, I think you're thinking of... That's Nicole Richie and...
I'm thinking of Nicole Richie. Wait,
Cameron Diaz, right? Is the other one.
No. Oh my God, it's going to irk me.
I know. What is
You guys know who we're talking about,
exactly. Hilary Duff, that's it.
There it is.
Yeah. She does have kids, but I don't think it was...
Really? I thought it was.
No. Joel and Benji Madden, which is a little sad. I know them because I used to follow Good Charlotte around. I really have probably seen them like 50 times.
Oh my God, did you...
Yeah.
Wait, can we segue into a say
what? Was that a say what moment
This
for
is
you?
a say what moment. I would love to hear... I've always wanted to follow a group or a band around like they used to do back in the days. They used to call them groupies. They used to call them super fans. They used to call them whatever.
Yeah.
But especially in the 80s and 90s, people used to follow their bands around. And then also, I feel like that's how some of these people actually ended up getting jobs with the bands or became close with them still to this day.
Yeah.
And so I guess I've always wanted to do that. The closest I've ever come to it was going to see JoJo twice.
Yeah.
Like, that was it. Like, I saw her in Connecticut and here. But I would love to hear some of your stories from the road. Like, can you share some, like, funny crazy holy moments? Like,
so it was a friend of mine that I worked with at CBS, Amanda. Shout out to Amanda. I have no idea if you listen at all, but if you do,
Yes.
hi.
Hey, girl.
And yeah, we used to go to a lot of shows. So it was when Lupo's was Lupo's.
Oh, snap. Taking it back.
It was when Lupo's was Lupo's on Westminster Street. Yep. Exactly.
Whoa.
Exactly.
Little Providence history.
Exactly. So I think they were opening. I think it was Eve 6 maybe or something. Inside Out. You know that. Yeah. Anyway, I'm pretty exactly. So this was right around the time. What was their big first song? Good Charlotte. Oh man.
Lifestyles Original Famous.
Oh God, was that?
Nope, that's gonna irk me. Okay, keep talking.
So anyway, we really liked them, and we had gone to see Eve 6 a couple times, I think. And then they were touring with a band called Mest. So Good Charlotte was touring with a band called Mest, and we ended up going to obviously a show in Rhode Island. We went to at least one in Boston. We did some in Connecticut. We even went to New Jersey. I think, didn't we drive down to DC once or something too? Oh.
It says they really popped off with this album.
Yeah.
Which was Lifestyle.
Oh, okay. It was okay.
And then the anthem.
Oh my God. I haven't.
Oh my God. Girls in
Oh my God. Released on my birthday in 2002. That's so funny.
Oh my God, Girls and Boys.
It was meant to be, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes. I haven't listened to that album forever. You know what? Tomorrow at work is going to be nostalgia day for Ken.
Yeah.
And we're going to listen to that because absolutely, I probably know every word to every song.
Oh my God.
So they started touring with that band, and yeah, we just went to go see them a bunch of different times. And was it Cincinnati? Like we drove a lot. I think one of the funniest things I remember is we were driving on the Pennsylvania Turnpike? Now that if you go the wrong way, you're going the wrong way for like 50 miles because there's a really long time between exits. So yeah, what did we do? We went the wrong way.
No.
So yeah, it added like a couple of hours to our time.
No.
Yeah.
Did you get to the show late or
no.
was it like ahead of time?
I think it was on the way home.
Oh my God.
If I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, it was when hotel rooms were way cheaper than they are now. Yeah. Although we also looked for the cheapest ones or whatever. But it was so much fun. We did meet them quite a few times because we'd like stay after or whatever. Somewhere I have all their signatures and all sorts of stuff. Yeah. And tickets and stuff. Yeah. I had a little, I'll have to see if I can find it. I ran a Angel Fire site for the drummer, Aaron, who I used to call Sven because he was blonde. Yep. Oh, I forget what the name of it was. I found it not too long ago. I'll have to look it up again.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, that's how I taught myself HTML, was making Angel Fire websites for Good Charlotte.
That is hilarious. I am kaput.
It's so funny. It's so funny to think about now. And yeah, I just really, they used to always play Baba O'Reilly by The Who, Teenage Wasteland, that song.
Oh my God.
That was always like right before they were about to come out.
That's so dope.
Another time I remember, because of course my friend and I were like early 20s. I don't think I was old enough to drink quite yet, but she had just turned 21 or something. Yeah, because I remember her going to get a drink because Joel or Benji was at the bar, and then she went to go like have a drink next to him. But anyway, so we were kind of older, and most of the fans were 14, 15 or whatever. So I remember one show, we were right at the front, and everyone was just crazy. There were these two like 12-year-old girls in front of us. So I literally had my arms out like this, like protecting them from everybody. I was like so sore the next day. I was such a mess, but they would have been killed. Like, it was like, I was like, don't ever come up to a stage like this ever again.
I would have been
we're talking about Good Charlotte.
Never mind. I would have been like, what if your mama?
I know, that's true.
Where's your daddy?
I don't know if they really were 12, but they couldn't have been more than like 14.
I would have been like,
Yeah. No, they probably got dropped off.
I'd be like, they need a chaperone.
We went, I remember, that's why we're in Pennsylvania. We went to Amish country. Oh, what was the name of the town? I can't remember. But there were some Amish people like at the show, And yeah,
What?
I know, it was funny. And we met a girl there who had a Hanson tattoo. Why do I remember random things? But yeah.
Wait, I'm stuck on the Amish people being there because last time I checked, they don't mess around with like Western, like, unless they have to go through that thing where they leave.
Yeah,
okay.
Rumspringa, yeah. So I don't know if it was that or what. You know, they still had the clothes on.
Oh, maybe they were sneaking out.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
That'd be kind of dope.
I don't know. I know, because it's got to be hard, because unless they have totally separate schools, they must hear things at school and things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was such a fun thing to, and they started like getting to know us too. Like they'd be like, weren't you at this show? Weren't you at that show? You know, so it was kind of cool to see that too. And these were all like nightclub places. They weren't like big.
Oh
you know
my
what
God.
I mean?
Yeah, it wasn't like you're going to like not even like the Civic Center.
Yeah, no,
like,
nothing like that. We're talking like I said, Lupo's on Westminster.
Yeah.
That's like the level of club they were playing at
Oh,
the
but
time.
I mean, they could have just did Dark Ladies Pride, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I mean, and then of course
crazy.
they blew up and got humongous.
Oh my God.
I don't think we ever saw them when they were like, oh no, I think we did go to.
Were you into them prior to them getting really big?
Yeah,
because
I said, we first saw them. I think it was with Eve 6,
and
it was right when they were opening for them.
Because it said that they, because I'm looking up their info now. Thanks, Wikipedia.
That's right.
And it says their first EP came out in 2000, but their first album was self-titled, came out later in 2000.
Okay, I think with the self-titled one. Yeah. Little Things. That's the one that we heard.
Okay.
Little Things. Yeah.
And then the Motivation Proclamation.
Yeah. So that's the one that we heard live, and that's when we started following them. So it must have been 2000 sounds about right, because I turned 21 in 2001. And it was definitely before then. And yeah, I do remember the EP too. But I think we heard it like after. Yeah.
That's dope that they formed in 1996.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was the two brothers, Benji and Joel. It was Aaron, and then what was the bassist's name? And then they replaced the drummer. They replaced Aaron at one point too.
Let's look, because I'm like, I got this up because now I'm all in the good shot. Let me find out. Dean,
Billy, that's it.
And Billy, Paul.
Yeah, so Joel and Benji are the twins.
Yep.
Paul Thomas, I don't remember him.
Was bass.
Billy
and
Martin and Dean Butterworth. So Dean is the one who replaced Aaron. He must have. But yeah. Oh no, I think that was original lineup maybe. So maybe they replaced it. Since 2005, that's the lineup. Yeah, so they added a bass. They added that bassist was different. Yeah.
Oh, past members right here.
Aaron. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And Chris Wilson.
Yeah. So when I was into them, it was Joel, Benji, Billy, and Aaron.
Wow.
Yeah, Joel or Benji played the bass. I can't remember who. But anyway, yeah, it was a fun time in my life.
Fun time to be alive.
Exactly. Girl. And I still really love going to small shows like that. Like, don't get me wrong, the K-pop concerts have been like super fun to go to. But I do miss kind of going to just see like more
intimate and get even more of the energy.
I can't remember if I told you, but Say So Neon is coming to Boston, but right outside. But it's going to be like a venue like that. I think it's only like $30. I think it's October. I know we need to go.
We'll have to look into that because I love me going to some Boston for some shows.
Yeah, exactly, and that would be so much fun.
That sounds like it would be mad fun.
Yeah.
Listen, if they got the same energy as Oh My Girl, I'm here for it.
I know.
Because that's what I need.
But you probably couldn't find a totally different group. That's the joke that we did is more punky kind of.
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland kind of vibe.
Yes. I still would want to see them. But listen, they don't have to sound like Oh My Girl.
Yeah, no, that's true.
The energy,
attitude, the energy.
They gotta have the energy.
That's true. That creativity.
Yes.
Because
that's the thing, like, and that's what I'm really, really happy. Again, shout out to whoever made this guide because it really made me glad for them to point that out and be like, listen, they might sound like bubblegum pop, but they're not.
Yeah.
And that's the vibe I get.
And here, I'll leave with this.
Yes.
Bubblegum pop is pop.
Yes.
Pop means popular music.
Yes.
I enjoy a
Listen.
good bubblegum pop song once in a while.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
those are those ones we were talking about this last podcast where you can probably hear it and like it's not something you may pick, but you know every
But
single
you know
song. You know it's every
You
single
know
word
it.
when that comes on the radio.
Yep.
You're singing along.
Yep, I used to listen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. Yep. Mhm.
Well, you know what?
That's right.
I think that's time for us to go. Curtain closed. Time to go.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, well, definitely leave us some more suggestions for Oh My Girl,
Yes.
guys.
Please do.
I am excited to get into more.
Yes,
And-
I can't wait to hear the discography.
Yeah, me too,
Yeah,
and kind
I'm
of see
interested.
how it's changed.
Mm.
You know,
'Cause
and
they
hearing
definitely
all their
evolved.
different vibes.
Yeah.
especially after watching that.
Yeah, I need to hear some more of that, you know, that little urban little.
Yeah.
I need some more of that.
I know.
Yes, Lord.
I love that mixed in.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. We
Thanks,
love
you
you so
guys.
much. We'll
Love
see you
you.
soon. Bye.